They need to make a movie out of this story, dude. This has to be the saddest operator background in the entire game. What's up guys, D-Libs here. Today we are going to be diving into the story of Vigil. The subreddit said that this one was even sadder than the last one we did about Lion, which by the way you guys should go check out after this video. I'm really excited. I have the wiki fandom and operator background on Siege pulled up in case you're wondering where I'm getting this information from. And yeah, without further ado, let's just get started. Chul Kyung-hwa, better known as Vigil, I'm sorry if I said that wrong, was born in North Korea on January 17th, 1984, making him 39 years old today. His family consisted of his mother, father, and older brother, and one day in Vigil's childhood, a group of hopeful defectors, including his family, decided to escape the oppressive country. Vigil didn't really understand much of what was going on, but he knew his family had to eventually reach the Republic of Korea. His family made it known that anything Vigil said to someone could get them caught along the journey, so he quickly learned to keep his thoughts and emotions to himself, which could certainly be traumatic for a young child's development. But if that wasn't traumatic enough, his family was actually crossing a river one day along their journey and lost the older brother to a drowning accident. Vigil watched his brother helplessly suffer as him and his family had to continue on moving. After this tragedy, Vigil and his parents decided to bunker down in a safe house for about a month. As time passed, almost no words were spoken amongst them, presumably because they were all horrified by their loss of a family member in such an awful way. Following this, the family continued on their journey before the mother became very ill. She slowed down Vigil and his father, and they knew none of them would make it if they continued dragging their feet with the sick mother. Because of this, Vigil and his father unfortunately had to leave his mother behind, helpless, sick, and alone to die in the jungle. Vigil's father emphasized that if he cried, they would alert nearby guards that they were constantly sneaking past. Eventually, the two made it past the border into safety where they hoped for a better life. After realizing the loss of their family members was too much to bear, Vigil's father committed suicide in front of his son by throwing himself in front of a train. They need to make a movie out of this story, dude. This has to be the saddest operator background in the entire game. After all this time of being emotionless, Vigil never shed a tear or looked back. As an orphan, Vigil was adopted into a new family that encouraged him to completely forget about his past. He always tried to blend in and remain stoic due to his traumatic past, never admitting to showing emotion. In his later adolescent years, he became passionate about the country that took him in, and he would enlist into the South Korean Navy where he became an extraordinary sailor. His achievements earned him a spot in the SEALs unit where he sparked his passion for radar systems and stealth technology. He would eventually be honored as an exemplary operator in the SEALs, resulting in him being chosen to join the 707th Special Mission Group. During a joint exercise with the US Navy SEALs, Vigil would be trained by Blackbeard extensively in combat techniques. A few years later, South Korea was requested to send 2 new operators into the Rainbow Team, and that's how we of course got Dokebi and Vigil inducted into the squad as we know it today. Dude, this story was absolutely insane. I always knew Vigil's story had something to do with his family dying and it was sad, but I never knew he watched each and every one of his loved ones die in such a gruesome and awful ways, and keep in mind he was just a child. And now, of course, he has to carry the scars of his childhood by showing no emotion.
말보다는 행동이지.
Thank you guys all so much for watching. Let me know what operator I should check out next, and be sure to go check out my video online if you haven't already. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed. Peace out.